length and a half away in the clear by Big Caroline, but she's being niggled at to the home corner. On the inside, picking up some ground, Picks Pride from Hopetown, who's away from the fence. Big Time Flirt, Diamond Tonique getting held up on heels nearing the bend, and With a Blaze trailed them. Homeward bound, 350 to go. Remember Berlin had given Our Bay Row the slip, booted about 2.5 in front. Red Glow, Picks Pride, Big Caroline starting to wind up, but the bird might have flown at the 200. Remember Berlin's well clear, over 3 in front. Hopetown's beginning to run on, likewise Diamond Tonique, but this is pretty much all over. Remember Berlin is going to come away under hands and heels from Nucky and beats Big Caroline by 2. Diamond Tonique third, fourth Hopetown, Picks Pride fifth in from Our Bay Row. Red Glow next home, With a Blaze, Disco Smiler drop right out, and the tail ender is Big Time Flirt. So Remember Berlin, Peter Nucky there, working its way to the top. Last 2 races have been won by horses that have now had the capacity to lead all of the way. Remember Berlin fitted up with the blinkers this afternoon, and really from the top of the running never looked in any danger despite the good backing for Big Caroline. She was just under the pump coming to the corner, trying to get going and work into the race, but boy, once Nucky released the brakes, Remember Berlin had gapped them, and Big Caroline doing her best late, but never ever a remote chance of running Remember Berlin down. Diamond Tonique has got home along the inside through the cutaway section. Deep out Hopetown battled in front of Picks Pride, 3-1-4 and 6 the numbers in 1:12.57. Well, very bullish this morning on the Sports Daily. Simon Miller about the chances of this 4-year-old, the son of Zizou from Never Forget, a daughter of Pins, owned by J and G Harris, J Handley, N Pethagoda, and P May and D Tan. And Peter Nucky there pretty much getting an armchair right. He just sat up at a firm hold all the way of Remember Berlin and didn't have to do too much. Just kept coaxing and nursing and foxing away there, and almost kidding the horse that was about 5 lengths better than those. In the time of 1:12.57, a back end of 35.2, 1, 2 1/4 by half a length were the margins. Hands and heels all the way for the 260 elect. Ran favourite, 140 a place. Big Caroline, 130. Diamond Tonique, $2.20. The next is the club membership handicap at 5 to 5 over 1400. 10 Star Mover, 13 Sensatorio are the scratchings out of the third leg of the quaddie as Peter Nucky now returns in the Aquanita Blue aboard the favourite Remember Berlin. Let's take you down now. Here's Adam in the yard.
We've got Simon Miller now down here. Simon, this is probably what a lot of people thought was going to happen first up. Beaten by Gold Shimmer. That horse has come out and won again today, and that was a strong performance.
Yeah, it was really good. He punched in the breeze. I think the last 2 winners, I know they led and punched in the breeze, but I question the form on the other race, and that horse is just better than him, and he's always been a nice horse. And then I think we got away with even time. I mean, I said to Pete before the race, I just feel sorry for you because his gate reaction speed's so quick. You're going to land there by default. See what happens, sum it up. But he's a pretty good horse, and as I alluded to on radio today, he's only got to bring his track work to the race, and that's probably something I may have overtrained him a little bit. And to do what he did today into that wind, Big Caroline's been flying, so it's good. He's only upside for him. So
there's a lot of positives, weren't there? I mean, today the blinkers going on, the extra 200 metres, barrier 4, and although you did have that wind, he does have class on his side.
Oh yeah, no doubt. He's it's funny off the way he works at home. He's an open class horse, but he's only like the race. He's had his fair share of issues, and as I said, maybe I've probably overtrained him a bit as well.
Raced in listed and group races last campaign, stretched out to the 1,400 metres. What's the plan this? Stay around the 12, or do you want to keep, trying that and seeing if you can get that 14 to him?
Yeah, I'll keep him to sprinting. I wouldn't be afraid to go back to 1,000 with the shades on, but and just like I said, trying him top behind the scenes. Pretty good horse, and he should be able to with that and my training through learning about him. I probably backed him up a bit too quick off the trial the other week. Just space his runs, and yeah, he should be fine.
What can we expect in the last with Intercity Disco?
She'll bounce a beat there. I'd love to try and get covered. The unfortunate thing is she'll probably end up leading, but she's not the quality of this guy. So if she leads, she'll compound. So we'll come out and try and get a little bit of cover, but whether that comes to fruition, we'll wait and see.
Caipirinho, were you happy with that performance?
Yeah, massive. Like you look at the way the wind conditions and what's occurring, and for her to still be only beating a length was a huge performance. So yeah, I'll tickle pink with her.
Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Probably just lucky she come up real short. They were in a good mood. No one had to play.
Well done, mate. Appreciate your time. We'll grab Peter Nucky now as well. Nux, obviously a little bit concerning knowing you were going to be in front, but the class was there.
Yeah, exactly right. He gave me open book to say if you want to take a sit, take a sit. So I come out a little bit neutral on him, but he showed in his trials in his first start he's so explosive out the gates, and he took up the running pretty easy. Then he got an easy time without going slow because he's just sort of like a real cruising type of horse. And, you know, the opposition didn't really test him in the straight, and he went the line good.
Although out in front and having the nice cruising speed, it looked as though you were still able to cuddle him up quite nicely even late through that run.
Yeah, I'd love to see him at Ascot. His style will love Ascot, so I reckon when you see him there, he's going to be better again.
Exciting times ahead. Thanks, mate.
Cheers.